When was the last time you saw her?
Well, now that is a fascinating question. Oh, please allow me to introduce myself, Mason Treadwell. And is it possible that you're Kara Clarke?
Yes. Yes, I am.
God, I love the Hamptons. You see, I was inexorably drawn back here in pursuit of the truth behind your daughter's recent welcome into the Grayson fold, which makes your appearance, how shall I say, a revelation.
Are you for real?
Oh, I am, my dear, and so wonderfully are you. The years have been kind. Kara, where have you been?
Away.
Well, that's one of my favorite places. If you don't mind my asking, why let your daughter think that you were deceased these last 2 decades?
I do. I do mind you asking. Wow. You get a CAT scanning, throw me a party.
Well, admittedly, I'm a crasher, but one who only brings well wishes.
What the hell are you doing here?
Paying my respects, of course. Please, allow me. Please.
I think you've done quite enough, Mason.
I'll come back. Just the woman I was looking for. A quick raid of my research confirmed that you had a terrible scar from a burn you had suffered in a foster care fire. One that I couldn't help but notice is now missing.
I had it removed.
Did you?
Hmm?
From what part of your body?
Why do you care, Mason?
I think you and I both know the answer to that question, my dear. You may be many things to many people. The latest, it would seem, a young mother to an infant boy, but the daughter of Kara Wallace and David Clarke. That is one thing that you most definitely are not.
Here's the list of the reconstructive surgeons that you consulted with. Ultimately, Dr. Spencer is the one who removed the scars. You were covered at the Plaza Hotel on
September 19th, 2007.
2006. Amanda, you need to know these details. Mason's gonna try to confuse you with these questions.
How am I supposed to tell him I paid for all this?
A generous patron from the club. I've written down specifics about him, too, though hopefully you won't have to go there.
What if he doesn't buy it? What if he starts digging deeper?
He won't. By the end of this weekend, my burn scars will be yesterday's news, and...
Mason. Come on in.
Ah, the David Clarke house. Now, was it coincidence, serendipity, or strategy that brought you here?
Location. You're up early. For a writer.
Who can sleep when there are so many irksome questions? Take the intime nature of your friendship with Amanda Clarke, for example. You are on antipodal ends of the social strata, after all.
I don't choose my friends based on their net worth.
And by what criteria? A shared history, perhaps?
As much as we both enjoy the sound of your voice, Mason, why don't you just get to the point?
You know, it's amazing what you can find when you know what you're looking for.
An Allenwood photo. I've never denied my time in juvie.
And yet you pretend to have only met Amanda Clarke last year, which leads me to conclude that your paramour and your former cellmate are one and the same.
You think that Amanda and I were lovers?
How else to explain your living in her childhood home, bankrolling her exorbitant crusade?
Perhaps you should try your hand at fiction.
Either talk to me now or you can read all about it when I hit #1 on the Times bestseller list. Again. America will devour this salacious tale of the felonious Sapphic blondes and their vendetta against one of the wealthiest families on the planet.
To say nothing of the epic libel suit that will follow.
Not if I write the truth.
Then do. And we won't have a problem.
So this is it. All your research.
Every word, every image, every syllable of my investigation. Amanda, I want you to know that I deeply regret the role I played in your father's demise. This next book will not only clear his name, but also portray you as a victim of your stalker, Miss Emily Thorne, the sociopathic socialite.
It's a relief to finally tell someone. You have no idea.
Oh, confession, they say, is good for the soul and for book sales. Now, getting back to your days working at that descriptively named gentleman's club, I couldn't help noticing that your last spin on the dance pole coincided with the murder of Frank Stevens. Now, my theory is that Emily alerted you to the danger, then had someone dispatch him?
She's unhinged. You have no idea what she might do when her back's up against the wall.
Including bashing in a man's skull?
She'll do whatever it takes.
Amanda, no! No! Give it to me! Go home. He knows everything. Don't you see we don't have a choice? Choose your family. You're making a huge mistake.
So I was right. You really are the brains in this Machiavellian scheme.
You were this close, Mason. But you missed the one thing that's been right under your nose the whole time. She's not Amanda Clarke.
You are.